Hi all folks, this is Max from HighOnAndroid.com. We get high on the latest Android smartphones. So I've got two of the fastest phones in the world. This is the Tegra 3 with the Tegra 3 processor with quad-core, and also the new Samsung Galaxy S3. This is the international version, which also has Exynos, or do you call it? Exynos processor. There, I finally got it right after like 100 videos. Exynos processor, quad-core. So let's find out which one's faster by running Quadrant and Antutu. I think this Exynos will be faster, but before we begin, let me clear all the apps here, all the recent apps. One thing I've noticed, I just got this phone, the Galaxy S3 here. The touchscreen is so much better, I think, than the One X, but I don't know. That could be just because I'm so excited, but it feels like it. The keyboard is really accurate. I love it. So let's run Quadrant at the same time. Ooh, even Quadrant starts up faster on the Galaxy S3. Alright, this is the same version, the latest version of Quadrant. Ready? 1, 2, 3. So you can see that it's a lot more instant with the Galaxy S3. I don't know if it's, but I don't know, it just feels more instant. They're almost even. Actually, the HTC One X is winning, and these are both stock ROMs. And with the I/O, the One X is winning. Oh man, no. But they're different processors. They're both quad-core. But we'll look at the numbers at the end and see what the difference is. So the Galaxy S3 is running quite a behind, about 2-3 seconds. Wow, that is interesting. And also you can notice the frames per second is much higher on the HTC One X, as you noted there, and also on this one too. Well, we'll see. Okay, they finished about the same, so I would have to say, we'll see what the benchmarks are. Ooh, the benchmarks, actually the Galaxy S3 won, but in real life the One X finished just a tad hair earlier. So let's go look at the numbers down here. Let me zoom in here. There we go. So you can see these, the bottom numbers are also what each things represent. CPU 12370 for the Galaxy S3, 13,000 for One X. It keeps turning off. I gotta increase that. Memory 3865, 2978. So Galaxy S3 wins. I/O 4970, 1331. So I think I/O is where the Galaxy S3 shines. 3D, 2D, 3D, the HTC One X wins. I know that Samsung's been using extension for file system ever since Galaxy S2 and the Galaxy Note. So I think that is why. I think the HTC, they're still using the older format. But let's go run Antutu, which is just a little bit more accurate. Test a little bit more stuff. Alright, here we go. So let's go to test, start test. So I started Galaxy S3 just a tad earlier. There we go. So let's go test it all out. So I would say the performance between the two phones are very negligible at this point at stock ROM, at stock CPU speeds. Now the real winner, in my opinion, and for those of you high on Android, would be we put custom ROMs with overclockable kernels and overclock it and see which one can handle more overclocking. And I'll do another test with this that setup at with the HTC One X at its highest clock rate, and also the Galaxy S3 at its highest clock rate, and see which one wins in the future. But right now they look about the same here for CPU integer performance. They should be near the same, as they got near the same scores for CPU on Quadrant. Now the big question is the file I/O. It seems like the Galaxy S3 is much faster. And there we go. A bunch of Androids running around here, and you're gonna love this new phones. There you go. So they're running about even, I would say. You know, again, they're both great phones. I would say the Galaxy S3 has an edge as far as ooh, it has higher frames per second. As far as custom ROMs and development goes, Samsung's a little bit more open, so it's going to be much easier to root and install custom ROMs. There should be, but I mean, they should be both about the same. I mean, these two phones are probably the two best phones in the world right now. So let's see. And the US versions for the Galaxy S3 will come with Qualcomm S4, just like the One X versions for US. That's due to the 4G LTE antenna, the chip required. Right now Exynos doesn't support it and Tegra 3 doesn't support it, but probably next year, by next year, they should both support it, so we should all get the same flavors. So I think they're about even here, but we'll look at the numbers and let you decide. This is kind of fun. There we go. I don't think I have an SD card inserted, so that might screw it. Oh, you know what? I don't have an SD card on the other one either. So it's almost done. I've been doing surf fishing lately. You go out to the beach and you can catch this huge, just huge, you know, halibuts and, you know, striped bass, and ooh, look at that. So in the numbers, the Galaxy S3 clearly wins. CPU, this time the Galaxy S3 edged out the One X quad-core. RAM also, and actually in this test, the Galaxy S3 wins in all categories. So I think my initial prediction was right, that the Galaxy S3 will have a slight edge because Samsung makes Exynos processor themselves and the whole phone. So, you know, you're going to have a wonderful experience. But the next step is to see how far these chips can actually overclock to, and we'll have another test with that. But I think that's where Samsung's Exynos will shine even more, as shown in, you know, like my Galaxy S2 does 1.6 gigahertz just fine. But we'll see. And anyway, that was Quadrant benchmark and Antutu benchmark between the two of the best smartphones in the world. And if you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button for me here, subscribe button up here, and also you can subscribe to my main channel at ZitoMax. And if you have, thanks a lot, and use that share button there to share this with your friends on Twitter, Facebook, or GooglePlus. That was benchmarking. I'll have further testing on both channels. And anyway, thanks you guys for supporting my channel, and stay high on Android. Why buy anything else?